Students taking a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering from Technological University of the Philippines. I am Jenelle Medina. I am Rubilynne Bernarte. I am Charlotte Riobuya.
I'm Angelo Garcia.
And we are here to discuss all the parts and the elements in the blueprint of a two-story residential unit and compare it with the actual structure. Flash time.
Good day to everyone. I'm Jim Domingo, Group 5. I'm here in front of you to discuss the definition of a blueprint and also the importance of it while you are doing the plan. Maybe it's confusing to you. What is a blueprint all about? Let's start to the question, what is a blueprint? Blueprint, according to the dictionary, is a reproduction of a technical drawing documenting an architecture or an engineering design using a contact print process on tight sensitive sheets. It is invented in the 19th century. The process allowed rapid and accurate reproduction of documents used in construction and industry. The blueprint process was characterized by light-colored lines on a blue background, a negative of the original. The process was unable to reproduce color or shades of gray.
start with the first page of the blueprint, which includes the perspective, vicinity map, and the site development plan. We have here first the vicinity map of the house so that we could know where the house should be located. This is Santa Maria Street. On the right side is the Block 3 and on the left side is the Block 4, where the house is located as shown.
South 90 degrees 28 east minutes 3,740.34 meter from BLLM Parañaque. Then on north 40 degrees 4 minutes west 15 meter to 0.2. Then on north 49 degrees 56 minutes east 12 meter to 0.3. On south 42 degrees 4 minutes east 15 meter to 0.4. Then on south 49 degrees 56 minutes.
Here is the perspective where we can see the isometric view of the house.
In the elevation, we can see the four sides of the house together with the corresponding measurements starting from the NGL or the national grade line to the apex of the roof. This is the front view of the house. The measurement from the NGL to the first floor ceiling line is 3.6 meters. And from the second floor line to the second floor ceiling line is 3.2 meters. And lastly, the height of the second floor ceiling line to the attic ceiling line is 3.12 meters. At the right and left side of the house, we can see that there is a firewall built that extends 1 meter from the ceiling of the attic. Next is the left side view. This is the right side view of the house. and this is the rear view. Unfortunately, we cannot see the actual rear view of the house because there is another house blocking the view.
Let's start with the entrance. It is important for the entrance to be beautiful as possible because this will give the visitors their first impression.
The gate is made of steel, which is molded for decorative purposes.
This is the back part of the gate. It is painted to look like a wood to suit the color of the house.
Actually, the gate is not included in the blueprint of the house. It was only added by the owner for their safety.
The wall finish is plain cement textured finish wherein the material used is cement and it is applied with the sand-faced plaster with the trowel and after it is colored with yellow-orange.
The window used is a fixed bay view window. It is made not for ventilation but for lighting purposes. It is airtight and don't open.
The floor of the veranda is pebble washed. The porch is mosaic tiles and the floor of the garage is pebble washed similar to the veranda.
This is the screen door. The main door is a decorative carved wood door. The entry door is made of wood and has rails and stiles with a carved section in the middle. Welcome guys! So now that we're here inside the house, our first stop, of course, is the sala. The sala is the part of the house wherein the guests are received and welcome. So now, let's discuss what are the things we can see in this part. The kind of wall finish used in here is a cement plastered wall finish. This type is prepared in the form of mortar with cement, sand and water in proper proportions and applied on masonry manually to achieve a smooth finish or a sand face finish. And in here, it is the sand face finish that was used. The wall has a built-in design and fixtures made of wood to give the sala some elegant touch. Also, on the upper part of it was a fixed glass window for design purposes. As you can see, when you look up, you can see directly the second floor ceiling line. In the ceiling, there's only some part wherein the sign was put. Specifically, the ceiling design was in a rectangular shape and on the four corners is where we can see the 4 pin lights shown in the plan plus a chandelier added only upon owner's request. And the other pin light was put outside the rectangular shape near the window.
the library. This is not originally included in the plan. This was supposed to be the garden, but since the owner loves to study, they prefer a library. The entrance is panel door. A panel door is a door constructed with panels, usually shaped to pattern, installed between the stiles and rails that form the outside frame of the door. The kind of window used is a casement window. Casement windows swing outward on side hinges. These windows can be hinged left or hinged right and operated with a rotor gear and crank. Casement windows provide almost 100% ventilation area because they can be fully opened and the outswinging sash can direct plenty of air into the building. The wall is plain cement painted with color white. According to the owner, they choose white because it gives light ambience to the room. The fixed shelf and study table was made in an L shape so that the size of the room will be maximized for their use. The shelf and table is made of wood because it is the commonly used material nowadays.
Now, we're going to talk about the lanai. It has a French door and two fixed windows in each side. Let's talk about the French door. The French door has two doors which open in each side. The door is made of hard redwood. The material is chosen because that the French door is exposed to the properties outside. And the redwood is a good material that can withstand climate change outside. This door has a simple doorknob and a locking mechanism. The reason for this is for protection from outside. Now, we're outside the house and inside the lanai. Now, as you can see from this setup that there are 4 steel chairs and a table. It is placed here so that the family can go outside and get some fresh air and just have a family time with each other. If you look to my left side, you can see another French door. It has a frame of aluminum and it has a screen rather than glass panels. The reason for this is so we can open the French door inside the house and the screen will prevent from any pests from getting in, but still letting the fresh air inside the house. If you look to my right side, now, as you can see here, there is a perimeter wall. This wall is constructed to provide privacy for the family when they're outside here, which also marks the perimeter of their land. Now, you can see there's a design here that is made out of concrete and ceramic tiles. This is for cosmetic looks only. There is a light bulb here, which is designed to look like a lamp. It provides light when it's dark and adds more feature in the design. Now, we're gonna talk about something in the lanai. Now, as you can see here, there is a wonderful fountain. Now, as you can see, it has a beautiful layout of plants, figurine, and candles, but it provides zero structural purpose. The floor has a pebble wash tone design to it. It is used for its durability and wonderful colors.
As we enter the kitchen, we can see that the type of door used is a French door. At the center, there is a nook which was originally not included in the plan. Surrounding the kitchen is the L-shaped built-in kitchen cupboard and kitchen cabinet with double compartment sink and an electric range.
The material that was used for the kitchen counter is glazed tiles. This material was used to be the surface of the kitchen counter because it holds its own against heat and sharp blades and resists stains, and it is also fairly easy to replace if one or two tiles are cracked or chipped. The kitchen has 3 pairs of casement window which opens toward the service area. Since we have mentioned the service area, there is the door on the left side of the kitchen which leads to service area. The floor in this area is pebble washed. The kitchen countertop in service area is on glazed tiles, and it is partially covered with corrugated galvanized iron sheet. It also has smooth cement finish walls.
There is also a panel door that gives you an access to the garage and to the storage room. On the hallway, there is a scullery. A scullery is a small place adjoining a kitchen in which dishwashing and other kitchen chores are done. Beside the scullery is the storage room. There is a panel door, glazed tiles in floor, and the wall finish was a smooth cement finish.
after the kitchen, let's go now to the stairway. Well, basically there are two types of stairs, the open and the closed one. The open stairway is exposed on one or both sides and use a balustrade. If there are 2 or 3 steps, while the closed one have planful knee walls and use handrails rather than post and banister railings. And that is the nosing, the edge part of the thread that protrudes over the riser beneath. If it is present, this means that measured horizontally, the total run length of the stairs is not simply the sum of the thread lengths, as the threads actually overlap each other. Pitch line is the imaginary line along the tip of the nosing of the threads. Baluster, a term of vertical posts that hold up the handrail, sometimes simply called guards or spindle. Threads often require 2 balusters. The second baluster is closer than the riser, and it's taller than the first. All in all, from the very first step up to the headroom of the stair, we have 19 steps. And the headroom is the height above the nosing of a thread to the ceiling above it. As you can see, the stair is merely a curved shape. Good day to everyone. After I discuss the different terminologies, definition of each part of the stairs, for this moment, allow me to teach you how to compute the number of steps of stairs, the total rise, and even the height of each rise, using the given values of all function. There are 2 ways of getting the unknown quantity. First, the easy way to calculate the rise and run is using the stairs stringer calculator. The second one is by manipulating the formula number of steps is equal to total rise over the height of each rise. And now, I will teach you the second way of getting the total rise. As you can see, we have here the formula. Number of steps is equal to the total rise of the stairs over the height of each rise. And because I'm done to define the stairs a while ago, this is the computation how to get the total rise of the stairs. We have the given values of the total rise. The total rise is equal to 3.379 meters. The height of each rise is equal to 7 inches. And to find the steps of the stairs, you must first convert the total rise, 3.379 meters, to inches, because the height of a rise, the unit of a height of a rise is inches. This is the computation to convert the total rise into inches. 3.379 meters multiplied by 3.28 feet over 1 meter multiplied by 12 inches over 1 foot. Then we can get the 133 inches approximately, and the product is divided by the height of a rise, that is 7 inches, and we will get the 18.99 steps. Take note, but there is no decimal in getting the steps. It must always be expressed in the whole number, so that the steps of the stairs must be 19 steps approximately.
On our way going to the bedroom, you can see that in the right side of the hallway, there are 2 doors included leading to the 2 comfort rooms. But in the actual view, those doors are really inside the 2 bedrooms. We are now here in one of the bedrooms of the house, particularly in the mommy's bedroom as said in the plan. This place was intended for the personal use of the owner. The design of the room corresponds to the choice of the owner. When you look around, we can observe that the kind of wall finish used in here is just the same with the sala. The window is also a casement window, and the flooring is tile finish. The ceiling is also designed with a rectangular shape with a chandelier at the center and 4 pin lights on each of the corners. There is also a small space for the walk-in closet, wherein there is also a window and the built-in cabinets, which are used for the storage of the clothes and other personal things of the owner. And now, we're about to enter the comfort room. The comfort room is covered with pink ceramic tiles that suits the lavatory, the water closet, and the shower area. The tiles are uniform in design, and there is a upper window inside the shower area for ventilation. This is the lavatory with mirror where we do the hand and face washing. This is the water closet. I bet you already know what's that for. This is the shower area with smoke glass light. And now that we're done discussing the architectural parts for the first floor and the second floor of the house. Let us go now to the attic of the house. This is how the floor plan for the attic of the house looks like. The kind of stair used for the attic is a spiral type, which is made of steel. This is the commonly used type of stair for the attics, since the installation of this kind of stair only requires small space. The attic still have 2 more bedrooms, and the center space for the attic is used to be the entertainment area of the family. That's why on the center you can see a medium-sized billiard table for the family. The kind of window used in here is a casement window, but this time it is designed to suit the size of the attic.
Now, I would like to talk about the water and the drainage of the house. Now we're inside the water closet. The water closet has a lavatory and a toilet. The lavatory, commonly known as the sink, it has a faucet which is connected to the water line and has a drainage here. Now we go to the toilet. Now this toilet has a flusher installed in it. The fresh water from the water line goes to this tank. When activated, it releases the water down the toilet, which goes directly to the septic tank. Now this water closet also consists of a floor drain here. Now the floor drain's main task is to gather all the water from the floor and send it directly to the septic tank. Now for this to happen, the floor is actually concave and has a small angle that allows the water to flow to the floor drain directly.
On our way going to the attic, you can see at the right side a small door that would lead you to see the roof details.
Here, we can see the different parts of the roof, including the purlins, the rafters, and the roof trusses. First, let's define roof trusses. Roof trusses are structural components of houses which support the weight of roof timbers and coverings. Usually, they are constructed from pieces of timber or steel which are nailed, bolted, or pegged together to form a mutually supporting and strong base for a roof. Roof trusses should never be removed or altered without the advice of an engineer, and sanctioned changes to a truss could result in part or even all of a roof collapsing. Typically, roof trusses are used in residential and commercial construction as an alternative to conventional stick roof framing. Using trusses instead of stick framing can provide builders with several advantages. For example, most roof trusses are conceived by engineers to have ensured they meet roof load and building requirements. By using fabricated roof trusses, builders can significantly reduce their total construction time. Another key advantage to using trusses is that of cost. Roof trusses are generally made from 2x4 stock. This stock is significantly less expensive than the longer framing pieces used in conventional stick roof framing. In addition, Trusses can usually be installed by less experienced carpenters, allowing builders to save on labor costs. The next one is the rafter. A rafter is one of a series of sloped structural members that extend from the ridge or heave of the wall plate, downslope perimeter or eave, and that are designed to support the roof deck and its associated loads. The last one is the purlins. Purlins is any longitudinal, horizontal structural member in a roof except a type of framing with what is called a crown plate. In traditional timber framing, there are three basic types of purlin: purlin plate, principal purlin, and common purlin.
The horizontal member of the structure carrying transverse load. Beam is rectangular in cross-section. It carries the floor slab or the roof slab and transfer all the loads, including its self-weight, to the columns or walls. This is the second floor framing plan, where we can see the beam 1. And this is the attic floor framing plan, where we can see the beam 2. It is the vertical structural member. It transmits the load from ceiling or roof slab and beam, including its self-weight, to the foundation. This is the foundation plan, where we can see the number and the kinds of columns used in the house. Namely, CF1, which is a center type, the CF1A, which is in line with the firewall, and lastly, the CF2, which is the spiral type. Since the sala is opened until the attic floor ceiling line, a special type of column is used for additional support, and we call this additional support the planted column. It is a structural member where it is seated on top of a non-axial bearing member. These are the two wall footings used for the house. We can notice that the one at the right side is thicker than the other one. This is because this one is used for the exterior walls, while the other one is the footing for the interior walls.
Now, let's move on to the electrical plan of the house. In this blueprint, a plan for the unit is shown, but this time, it emphasizes the electrical parts. It includes the outlets, switches, loads, and the wires, showing how all of these are connected to each other. First, let's talk about the loads they used in lighting purposes. They used chandelier, pin lights, and fluorescent lamp. Next are the switches.
S1 means that there is only one switch for a certain load. S2 means that there are two switches connected to two loads. While S3 obviously means that there are three switches for three loads. There is also a switch for lighting that looks like a valve. It can be turned clockwise or counterclockwise depending on the brightness that you like. There is also a panel board. Panel board is an electrical device that is used as a main switch. It has a control to all of the electrical connection inside the house. You can see that it looks like a simple cabinet, but when you open it, you would see different switches. There is also a panel board diagram at the side to state the meaning of the codes within the panel board. The owner said that they wanted it because it will help them avoid short circuit of wire that may cause fire accidents.
And now that we're done discussing all the elements in the blueprint, let's have a summary of it. First is the architectural plans.
In order for us to understand the blueprint of the house, we should consider the following symbols used in the plan. First, for the windows. There are many types of windows. We have the casement window, which were used mostly in the bedroom, kitchen, library, and attic of the house. Next is the awning window that was used mostly in the comfort rooms. Another kind of window is the horizontal sliding window, which is not actually used in the house. Then, let us proceed with the doors. The first type of door is the pocket door. Next, the sliding door, which are usually used in balconies. The third is the arch opening. The symbol used is broken line because it was just a space or an opening to somewhere in the place. It was used in between the living room and the dining room. The next one is the interior door and the exterior door. These are the most common used symbols in the house. The other one is the exterior double door, which was usually used in the main door because, as we all know, we need bigger space in the main door because it serves as the entrance of the house. There is also one kind of door named to be as bifold door. It is called bifold door because the door folds in two folds. The next one is accordion fold door. Same as the bifold door, it was folded in several folds. Then, the last one is the swinging.
Next is the structural plans.
Symbols used in the plan of the house. On the first column, you have single receptacle outlet, duplex receptacle outlet, triplex receptacle outlet, quadruplex receptacle outlet, split word duplex receptacle outlet, special purpose single receptacle outlet, 230 volt outlet, weatherproof duplex outlet, duplex receptacle with switch, flash mounted panel box, and special duplex outlet. On the next column you have single pole switch, double pole switch, 3-way switch, 4-way switch, weatherproof switch, low voltage switch, push button, chimes, television antenna, dimmer switch, and lastly, the special switch. The plumbing plan. And now, to help you better understand the plumbing plan, we have here the different symbols used in plan. Let's start with the first column. The first one is what we call the soil stock plan view. Next is the gate valve, then the 90 degrees elbow horizontal, the 45 degrees elbow horizontal, the elbow turned up, and the elbow turned down. Then we have the meter, the hose beam elevation, and the hose beam plan view. The broken line consisting of long, short, long, short, long line are for cold water line, while the broken line consisting of long, short, short, long, short, short, long line are for hot water line. Then, the solid line is for the soil or waste line. And then, for the second column, we have here the coupling or slip, the T horizontal, the T turned up, and the T turned down, the clean out, and of course the floor drain plan view, and the floor drain section. Then the symbol CW for the cold water, HW for the hot water, and
the line consisting of long, G, long, G, long is for the gas line. The line consisting of S, long, S, long, S, long is for the sprinkler line. And the last one is for the vent pipe.